Hi, it's Doug. We're going to do something a little unusual today. You see, normally I present you with a story and then we do the activity later. But today we're going to start with the activity because this activity takes some time in order for it to work. In today's activity, you're going to figure out what happened to the dull brown stuff you cleaned off the pennies in the last mystery. Remember, in the last mystery, we combined three things: salt, vinegar, and a bunch of dull pennies. By now, those pennies should have gotten shiny. In this mystery, you'll scoop some of that liquid into a bag, and then you'll put something in there, an object made of steel. You'll find out why later in this mystery. It's a surprise. Okay, I'll show you how to get started, step by step. If you're in a class, form a team of 4. If you're not in a class, you'll need a helper for some steps, but otherwise you can work alone. When you're done with this step, click the arrow on the right. Get these supplies. You'll get more supplies later. Choose a team name. Write it on the label. This shouldn't take too long. Just take about 20 seconds or so to do this. I'll start a timer if that's helpful. Choose a job for each member of the team. You can be the potion pro, the penny pro, the steel master, or the bag boss. Get your supplies. Each person will get a different thing and bring it back to the table. Put it all on the plate if you have one. Potion pro and penny pro. Go to the salt and vinegar container where the pennies have been soaking since the last mystery. Potion pro. Scoop up half a cup of liquid. And penny pro. Put 5 pennies in the cup using the spoon. Now, if you're in a class, you might have to take turns with other groups. Steel master. You'll be getting a nail. And bag boss, you'll be getting a Ziploc bag. Watch this whole step before you do anything. Bag boss, add the label near the top of the bag like this. Then, hold the bag open over the plate if you have one. Steel master, carefully put the nail at the bottom. Don't drop it in, that could rip the bag. Just place it gently. Potion pro, pour in the liquid and pennies. Penny pro, seal the bag tightly. Zip it twice to double check that it's really sealed. Keep the bag on the plate when you're done. All right, quickly write down the time in question 3A on your worksheet so you know when you started the experiment. Then go to the next step. Remember, you already did questions 1 and 2 during the last mystery. Bag boss, make sure the bag is sealed. Then, pass the bag around so that each person in your group can look at it. Put it back on the plate when everyone's done looking. Then, everyone do questions 3A, 3B, 3C, and 3D on your worksheet. Discuss. If you're in a class, discuss this question as a class. Bag boss, hang your bag from the edge of your table with masking tape or your extra label like this. Make sure that the nail and the pennies are in the liquid. When you're done, advance the slide to watch the next video. Last time, we saw the salt and vinegar change a dull copper penny to a shiny one, but we never figured out how it happened. We ruled out the possibility that the liquid added a layer of shiny copper to the coin, but that left these other 2 possibilities. One, that the liquid removed the dull layer, revealing shiny copper underneath. Or 2, that nothing was added or removed, but instead the liquid changed the dull copper to shiny copper in place. In the last mystery, you thought up some ideas to figure out which of these 2 ideas could be true. Now take a moment to reflect on what your ideas were. Discuss them again so that you remember. What could you do to figure out which of these 2 ideas is true? So did you think of any ideas for how a scale might help figure out what's going on? Here's an idea we had. If the vinegar and salt made the penny shiny by removing a dull layer, then you should be able to weigh a penny before being dipped in vinegar and salt and after, and find out that it has lost weight. Well, we tried this out. I'll show you what happened. Here are some dull pennies that we put on a scale with tweezers. Now let's see how much they weigh. Okay, you can see here, they weigh 18.615 grams. Now, let's put them in salt and vinegar until they become shiny, and then we'll weigh them again. Okay, now remember, when they were dull, they weighed 18.615 grams. Let's see how much they weigh now that they're shiny. Now remember, if the dull layer was removed, then it should mean they weigh less. And we can see here, there's our final. They weigh 18.394 grams. Ha! They do weigh less. So dull pennies lose weight when they become shiny. Now we know the salt and vinegar definitely worked by removing something from the penny. It would seem like the evidence is pretty convincing for this idea, that the reason the salt and vinegar worked is that they removed a dull layer of copper that was surrounding the outer part of the penny, and that revealed shiny copper underneath. The penny didn't just change. We might even say that we've now solved the mystery from the last activity. But let's be good scientists here. Let's see if there's any more evidence we can find. It's time to go check your bags. You might even find that you have a new mystery on your hands. Bag boss. Take the bag off the table. Hold it by the zipper side and look through it. Pass it around so that each person on the team can look inside. Check carefully for small changes. Then discuss. If you notice something happening in the bag, draw a picture on the back of your worksheet and write down the time. Bag boss. Hang your bag from the edge of your table again with the same masking tape like this. Then, advance the slide to watch the next video.